Krishnanagar in West Bengal's Nadia district is gearing up for the battle, a political one. Krishnanagar has emerged as one of the key Lok Sabha constituencies due to the candidates in the fray and the electoral factors at play. Established in 1967, the Krishnanagar constituency was a left bastion. The CPIM held the seat for 9 consecutive terms from 1971 until 1999. It regained the seat in 2004, but the Trinamool has dominated it since 2009.
This is the place where the Battle of Polashi was fought in 1757. Today, the vast battleground that was once there does not exist. But this monument behind me is a reminder of what led to the consolidation of British rule in India. But right now, this place is again witnessing a battle that again involved someone from the royal family, but not this royal Nawab of Bengal Sirajud-Dowla, but from royal family of Krishnanagar. And in this battle, in one side there is Rajmata Amrita Roy from the royal family who is contesting with the BJP ticket, and our opposition is Trinamool Congress's Mahua Moitra. What will this place see, and what will this monument witness again?
As the political showdown intensifies, both parties find ways to sway voters. For Moitra, winning means returning to parliament with bigger mandate to give the BJP a fitting reply. Her expulsion from parliament and subsequent legal battles are seen as a symbol of resistance against alleged misuse of power.
Last time they lost by 65,000, this time they'll lose by over a lakh. Work hard, I've developed my constituency and I'm standing up to these fascist forces. I have only one question. Kon Rajar Ma? They are saying Rajmata. I am asking one question. Kon Rajar Ma? As a party, I would like to speak against the BJP. The problem is that it is impossible to talk about the BJP without talking about Narendra Modi. Because if it's bringing hostages back, it's Narendra Modi. It's announcing demonetization, it's Narendra Modi. If it's talking about Pulwama, it's Narendra Modi. So he's finance minister, he's external affairs minister, he's defense minister, he's everything. So he is the BJP. Every election they fight, from the Panchayat election to the prime ministerial election. For example, they're saying in their speeches, so Prime Minister, that Modi is the candidate in 42 seats. So if he's a candidate in 42 seats, who the hell is Rajmata anyway? I'm fighting him, of course I'm going to speak about it. This government has only 2 rules which I have broken. One is you cannot attack Narendra Modi, and the second is you cannot attack his best friend Gautam Adani.
While Moitra focuses on her expulsion, the BJP's Hindutva politics and the welfare schemes implemented by the Mamata government, the BJP's primary focus is on holding the Trinamool accountable for issues concerning women's safety in the context of the Sandesh Khali protest over sexual exploitation and corruption charges against Trinamool leaders.
This is the residence of what used to be the erstwhile royal family of Krishnanagar, named after King Krishna Chandra, who used to live in this palace. However, in modern time, this palace doesn't have much significance in the lives of people of Krishnanagar, except that an annual Durga Puja is a big thing over here. But now, in this election season, this palace has suddenly become the talk of the town again. Why? Because the BJP has fielded Amrita Rai, a member of the royal family, against Trinamool Congress's Mahua Moitra. Amrita Rai says she's still a queen in the hearts of people of Krishnanagar and wants to serve them. However, unlike pre-independent times, in Democratic Republic of India, it's the people who decide who will serve them.
I am against the corruption. I am against the the wrong that people are facing because of them. We are living in a democracy, so they don't allow people to speak out their minds.
Trinamool candidate Mahua Moitra.
Nothing. She's not my opponent. I'm just, as I said, I'm fighting corruption, and I'm trying to be a reformer where I think people need this change in the system.
Yet underlying concerns like the Citizenship Amendment Act, unemployment, farmer issues and underpayment remain largely unaddressed by both parties. So, as the heat rises in Krishnanagar, fingers are crossed to see which party comes to power.